Life on Death Row by Aftab. I just received my black warrant. It says, I will be hanged by the neck until dead next Wednesday, June 10th. I am innocent, but I do not know whether this will make any difference. During the last 22 years of my imprisonment, I have received death warrants many times. It is strange, but I cannot even tell how many times I have been told that I am about to die. Obviously, it feels bad whenever the warrants have been issued. I start to count down the days, which is in itself painful, and I find that my nerves are shackled in the same way that my body is. In truth, I die many times before my death. I suppose my life is different from that of most people, but I doubt that there is anything more dreadful than being told that you are about to die, and then sitting in a prison cell just waiting for it to happen. For many years, since I was just 15 years old, I have been stranded between life and death. It has been a complete limbo, only uncertainty about the future. I am a Christian, and sometimes that is difficult here. Unfortunately, there is one person in particular who has tried to make our lives more difficult. I don't know why he does it. I got very upset about the Christian bombings that took place in Peshawar. This hurt me deeply, and I wish that Pakistani people could possess a sense of nationality that override their sectarianism. There is a small group of us here who are Christian, just 4 or 5, and we are now all in one cell, which has improved my life. I do everything I can to escape my misery. I am an art lover. I was an artist, just an ordinary one, from my early days, when I was first conscious of anything. Even back then, I was inclined towards painting, as well as writing verses. Although I had no training, it was just a gift of God. But after I was brought to jail, I had no other way to express my feelings, as I was then in a state of complete alienation and loneliness. I began some time ago to paint all the signs in Central Jail, Lahore, where I am held. Then I was asked to do signs for other jails. Nothing in this world can give me more happiness than the feeling when I paint some ideas or feelings onto the canvas. It is my life, so I am happy to do it. My workload is great, and I am exhausted at the end of each day, but I am glad for that, as it keeps my mind off other things. I have no family to visit me, so when someone does come, it is a wonderful experience. It allows me to reap ideas from the outside world that I can lay down on the canvas. Being asked about how I was tortured by the police brought back terrible memories that I turned into pictures, though it would perhaps have been better not to have to think of the things the police did to me to get me to confess falsely to this crime. When we heard the news about lifting the moratorium in December 2014, fear prevailed throughout the cells of the prison here. There was an overriding sense of horror. The atmosphere hung gloomy over all of us. But the executions actually started at our jail. Everyone started to go through mental torture. Those who were being hanged had been our companions for many years on this road to death, and it is only natural that their deaths left us in a state of despair. While the death penalty moratorium was ended on the pretext of killing terrorists, most of the people here at Central Jail, Lahore, are charged with regular crimes. Quite how killing them is going to stop the sectarian violence in this country, I cannot say. I hope I do not die on Wednesday, but I have no source of money, so I can only rely on God and my volunteer lawyers. I have not given up hope, though the night is very dark.